just you say that.
Cheers. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Soul Spa University. Top of the morning to you. Hello there, Tommy.
Hello there, Christina. How are you on this fine Sunday?
Doing amazing. Doing amazing. Today we're talking about immortality. We're talking about immortality. Tommy's done amazing, extensive research because this is Soul Spa University, where we talk all things metaphysical, interesting, and whatever you guys want to talk about or hear about, please put in the comments. So yeah, I thought it was really interesting about this immortality, and you're saying that people want to invest their money in, go ahead, Tommy, we can just jump right in.
All right. So what I've learned is that the rich, not the super rich, but pretty much have been pouring money into all these different little fields that would basically extend life to an absurd point, like where they're thinking that they can live hundreds of years easy. The chairman of Oracle, it's a big company. It's just that he put in $500,000, Larry Ellison, just into I think it's a simple Alzheimer's pill that would also cure a bunch of different diseases, but also regenerates cells, which obviously once you get older, your cells start dying, and that's like a big, factor as to why we age so quickly, age so much, and all that stuff. So that can be used as an anti-aging pill. Let's see, Larry Page, the Google co-founder, who started Coleco, I believe it's Coleco. It's a anti-aging therapy that they put cellular, memory cells of your youth into you to regenerate the rest of your cells. So basically, like a fountain of youth almost, which is nuts. And he put $116 million into this project. I get this is an amazing thing. If they could possibly do this, it's an amazing thing. I just don't see the normal everyday people like you and I getting the advantages of this. What do you think?
First of all, Tommy, normal every day. Not me.
Okay, let me reiterate. Not million billionaires.
Well, thank you for pausing and asking my opinion. My uneducated thing. No, but so yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that about the cells, because it sounded stem cell-y to me,
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, I thought it sounded stem cell-y. And remember, years ago, everybody's like, I don't know if it was, I don't know if I was the only one that kept hearing invest in stem cell and invest in stem cell, invest in stem cell. But anyway,
I didn't know. No, I don't know. Can you invest in stem cell because it comes from life?
Yeah. No, it was a whole thing. It was a whole project years ago. So this sounded stem cell-y. I don't know, the whole living longer thing. It's on a soul level. It's who would want to? But also, let's sign up for more time on the prison planet. No, but I do like the youth aspect, meaning who would want to live to 80 if, if
Yeah,
we're,
of course. If you could have a better, if you could
but
be the way you are now at 80 years old, that'd be phenomenal.
that's what I mean. It would definitely make more life worth more living if they could actually preserve youth like that.
Yeah. So, there's a author named bear with me, Barzilia, the author of Age Hater, later, I'm sorry. and the director of the anti-aging research in Albert Einstein College in Australia. That's weird. Believes that these people they gave them the title of immortalists, and he has the theory of extending the life, to a certain point. But from what he's found, talking to all these super rich, is that they have the thought that all of this is paying off into the point where they can be alive for like thousands of years, not like just a couple more extra years. So all these super rich people are with the expectation that, listen, all this money I'm giving, all this research you're doing, it's going towards me being alive for 1,000 to 5,000 years, easy. And that's just, personally, I'm like, if I make it to 100, that's like crazy. These people are just,
Well, it's
they
more
have,
like, do we want to live thousands of years? I mean, are these billionaires? I'm not judging it, because I love the pursuit of like breaking outside the boundaries and of consciousness and expanding consciousness. That's what this channel is about. So we don't judge on this channel. I mean, you can, but I'm saying, like, on a soul level, like, are they not evolved? Like, do they really want more time on this planet? Although, going a step further, perhaps they are evolved, and on a very deep level, maybe unconscious level, that's their mission in life, to preserve the human life farther than it's been, because of many reasons. One of which is that the more evolved we actually get as souls, the better life actually will be here, and the more it'll be okay to you'd want to live here longer. I do feel on a deep level, this is just my opinion, that perhaps they're trying to bridge, this is going to sound really crazy, but heaven and earth. They're trying to make earth, I'm talking about like souls, like we're here for the evolution of the planet. We came to the physical for a reason, not just for our own evolution of souls and lessons, but for the evolution of the collective. Perhaps they're trying to make, lack of better words, what Adam and Eve was before the apple happened. You know what I mean? Like, they're trying to merge heaven with the physical.
yeah.
That's what I always thought was going on here. But I'm open to all different theories. I love expanding consciousness. But the other thing this brings up is the longer someone's body's here, maybe their soul isn't evolved, or wanting to be actually in the body for that long. Hence the idea of walk-ins. So for those of you that don't know, walk-ins is a topic that has come up a lot in metaphysics, regarding what is known as NPCs, non-player characters, where basically someone's soul doesn't want to be on this journey in this planet anymore. So they leave. And then another one agrees to come in. Now, when I first heard this, I thought, well, that's what death is. Why wouldn't they just die? However, there are people, less and less people having kids nowadays. So perhaps these two topics tie in together, I feel, on a soul level. Less and less bodies here, living longer, hence walk-ins. That makes more sense. And also, yeah, I don't know what you feel about that. It's not possession. We don't go there. It's really not that. And in terms of these non-player characters, apparently some people are just walking around without souls, which sounds really crazy, but we go everywhere on this channel almost. And I think I dated one once.
Well, I mean, I honestly think that it probably doesn't have a lot to, these people doing this is probably not a lot to do with them helping anybody else. It's complete another them wanting to live long. I mean, they're billionaires. If you're a billionaire, you have the world at your fingertips.
Oh no, Tommy, I totally understand on a conscious level. That's how you're speaking, but on a very subconscious level, we all came here for different reasons and missions and what we're going to
Of
do here.
course.
So for the collective, perhaps there is a good reason, but I understand what you're saying.
I
That
like to hope that I really do like to hope that's the case with this. But
it doesn't matter because what's going on is what you're right on a conscious level, and on a subconscious level, it could be that they're actually helping. So there are no mistakes in life. So they
yeah,
are helping either way. Even unfortunately, even not unfortunately, but even people that seem like they're doing wrong are sometimes somehow helping the planet. I mean, we're learning from everything. There are no mistakes. But yeah, I understand from a real world grounded point of view what you're saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's why you're
well,
on this to provide the other point of view. Yeah.
that that Nur guy, I think that's a weird name, but he's predicting that just this year alone, and because like it shows that it's like there's actually something here. He's because last year was a good amount, but this year he's predicting $4.5 billion in donations just in this research, which is absurd. It's like I don't even know how I don't even know if cancer gets that much.
It's such a huge thing beyond what we even recognize how much people want to stay young physically. I mean, isn't like the beauty industry like a multi-billion-dollar business every year?
That's they're both multi-billion. Yeah, you're right. Uh, but that's the thing. I don't think it's the anti-aging that they're really looking at there. They just don't want to like a lot of people are scared of death. It's just the truth. Um, and they're either afraid of death or, as I said, they want to just they're like, listen, I have a good life. Why do I want to die? What's the point?
That is true.
Yeah,
Exactly. When you're a billionaire, you don't want to go. Yeah.
because one of these guys said that um,
Well, mostly.
he the when he was given money, he was told by he didn't specify who, but this person who was very, very, very wealthy had said, listen, me and a few like-minded folks believe that death becomes an option for people like us.
Oh my God, who said this?
They didn't say his name. That's the problem.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know if it's out of fear or whatever, but he said that this person said exactly like this. Me and my like-minded thinkers believe that for us, that's how he specified. Um, death can become an option, not a certainty, which is scary to hear from like someone who's apparently very powerful.
That's so interesting.
Mhm.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
what I was saying to my friend the other day. I'm like, do they not want I study near death experiences all the time. I haven't been scared of death forever. Like I'm very familiar with death. I'm very close to death. My parents died when I was younger. And, you know, I was very aware that my dad was still around after he passed. And that was shut down because, you know, then I was scaring people. Otherwise I'd probably be a medium. But we all, I don't know if you hear my town in the background.
yes, very likely.
It's called Whoville, all the Who's in Whoville. But yeah, like and I think we all are our own mediums. But I mean, really, it's like I love talking about how amazing it is on the other side, what people are saying, what I'm feeling as they're saying it. I just don't want to, I don't want to run the risk of somebody, God forbid, taking their own lives. We're all here for a reason, and we're all in this for a reason. And there's only if you're ever in that position, there's the only place to go but up.
Mm-hmm.
Always start with it's going to sound crazy, but a little gratitude every day, 3 things a day, it will snowball. And then there's just so much more to discover here. We're only here for 1 second. We are only here for 1 second, and then we're in a paradise eternity. But now with these billionaires, they're here for longer than a second. And that's why I said to my friend the other day, I'm like, are they not evolved enough to to want to go to heaven? But like I said, maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe
Well,
they're
yeah, I mean, their life is extremely comfortable.
yes, that is amazing. Yes. And we are all grateful for our lives, no matter where we are in life. you know.
Yeah. So I mean, if one thing I've learned, because I'm in a field where I tend to rub shoulders, quote unquote, with the super rich, and they like their life quite a bit, and they don't want any other way. So this whole extending their life thing, it goes in quite easily. It's a very simple freaking transition with them, because I don't see any of them being like, I'm going to donate all my money and just live like a regular person. Not even close. They are all very, very happy where they are.
Well, I've heard other things.
I think that's what they tell us so that we don't get to their level.
I mean, I've heard, no, I've seen many interviews with many wealthy people that are very well researched, and that over a certain amount every year, there is no extent in happiness. So they actually donate the rest of it. And they live very minimally and they're really happy.
Mhm.
Now I'm going to pause this for a second because I have to ask you if I could bring up something you mentioned once on air, and that way I won't if it's no.
Okay.
And that takes care of that. Thank God I didn't bring that up on air. We cannot mention famous names that he knows. I mean, I already knew that, but I don't. I don't.
All right.
So let's look at our research, Tommy.
All right. So here's the other thing now. They did an experiment
Mm.
where they surgically put two mice together. One is an old mouse, and the other one's a very young mouse. And they found that the old mouse had started to show youthful tendencies. It had a bunch of diseases that all started getting cured, and it, like, it's because it was a very old, like, close to death mouse, started healing like crazy, and its mental faculties started healing too, because this mouse was not just, it was always a lab mouse, so it knew little tricks, go here, go there, whatever. And as it got older, they realized that it slowly, stopped started forgetting about these things. Once they did the surgery, it started remembering all the things, like go through this maze if you have to go left, not right. And it started remembering everything. And then they also did one where they started just injecting healthy blood from a young mouse into an old mouse to see the difference between the two. It was not uh, as good as the first one where it surgically added them together, but it's still, the older mouse still had, like, a few of its diseases slowly eroded or got better. Its memory got much, much better,
From the
but
from the blood transfusion.
from the blood transfusion. But
And
the one that was
wait,
directly connected
wait, they connected the two mice.
surgically, yeah, like Siamese twins.
Oh, what the fuck's going on here? What the
It's science. They don't care.
happening? I was literally listening as if like, oh, this is so cute and interesting and amazing. And now I'm like, now we're in Human Centipede, man.
Well, I mean, these are billionaires wanting to become immortal. I'm not surprised if there's some kid
Or
attached.
nice.
Yeah, well, that's the minimal of it. I wouldn't be surprised if some little kid is attached to an old man at the moment. So,
Oh my God. I don't know if we can air it.
so, like, um, so yeah, that
They
was crazy.
attached the two mice.
Yeah, they literally connected two mice so that their blood started mingling.
This is ridiculous.
But here's the problem: they
They,
never said a word as to what happens to the little mouse, to the
the
baby
poor
mouse.
little mouse. And also, oh look, because really now it's just the little mouse. So now the big mouse is little mouse because it's attached to little mouse, and that's how all these results are great. Because
Yeah,
they're
it's a little backpack.
this is ridiculous. How archaic are we doing? Okay, like oh, let's just show people together. Like okay, Human Centipede, where's the line?
When it comes to science, there is no line. When it comes to immortality and the rich, and the powerful,
I
there
feel
is no
like we should
line.
stop saying the rich. I feel that let's not separate. Let's not be
Okay, the
like that.
power, the power. Let's say the powerful. Let's say that
The powers that be.
the powers that be.
That's better
Uh,
because
it,
you don't want to be like like what's the word? Not ageist, moneyist.
money is.
Like, we don't want to treat people differently just because they have more, you know?
That's true. I've met a few rich people that were actually good people. Um, but yeah, I mean, when someone has their mind set on something, and if they have the means,
Depends on the person's soul, you know,
it depends on their soul,
if they're good or not. But anyway, back to your saying.
it's gonna get done. Yeah, so there's that.
Nice. Yes, I do like that money will help get things done.
Of course you will. Um, oh yes, here's the other thing I was gonna say. There is a theory, David Sinclair, the author of Lifespan, and he's also the Harvard Medical School and University head of Harvard Medical School and University, has said that they're developing something that he thinks in the next century or so will be placed into people who become like, once you turn 30 years old, it's almost like a gene reprogramming so that it helps filter out the aging genes, and we can live up to 150 years old with ease and with no signs of actual aging, no gray hair,
Oh,
wrinkles.
oh my
But
God.
he does not specify if once, like a young person just walking around and all of a sudden dies, it's like, oh, he was old, but you wouldn't know because everybody would look younger. But he says this is something that they're developing, that they want to do that they hope to do within the next century. So that once everybody becomes, well, he says everybody, but it's probably people with the right, income. Once
Um,
they turn 30, that they will be injected with this, and
what
then
was
they can.
that sad about them getting hit by cars?
What's that?
What were you saying about like, oh, so they won't know how old the person is? Of course they will. There's always paperwork on people.
Oh, there's always paperwork, but I'm saying if you're just walking along and you see somebody that looks the same age as you, all of a sudden collapse.
Who
Like,
cares? It'll be a new age. When young people are
it's a
collapsing
good.
all the time anyway, you know,
Mhm.
drugs and walk-ins.
Well, that's another podcast. That's another cast.
Mhm, mhm.
But that's pretty much all I have about this situation. I personally feel I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind living an extra few if I could live youthful. If it's 150, but I could live youthful, I don't have to go through the aches and pains of age. I wouldn't mind it at all.
Yeah, I was thinking, it's funny before you mentioned the car hitting the person. I was like, you know what? I guess they could like.
I don't think I did.
She did. I was like, you know what? I guess I could. It'd be cool to get that shot, and then it doesn't mean you have to live that long. It just means that the rest of your life you're young. It
Yeah.
means the rest of your life you're young. You could still get hit by a truck or something, as you mentioned.
I honestly, God, don't recall that talking about getting hit by a truck or a car. But yeah, no, it would be amazing. I wouldn't mind it. Like, granted, I would hope that it'd be something that would be distributed to everybody and not just the certain elite. But we'll see.
So when does this come out? Because I would like to stay young or something.
Oh no, they're saying within the next 100 years. They're saying
So
for
helpful.
all,
So
for
helpful.
all we know, for all we know, it's already available to certain people and not the rest of us.
All right, all right. Let's think about which people. If we had to guess, which people had this?
Oh
J Lo. J Lo.
no, no,
Looks
nobody wants
young.
to keep J. I mean, J Lo's great and all, but who's going to want to keep her alive that long? No thanks.
Okay, first of all, it's about the person investing. So I'm saying she looks like she hasn't aged. No,
I mean,
like
that
who
is
looks like they
true.
haven't aged. J Lo.
There are certain people that don't look like they're aging. Uh, J Lo, I guess. But really, do you really want to see this woman shake her ass at 150 years old?
She could do whatever she wants. I'm saying, who else would you guess?
Elon Musk, obviously. The man was bald, and now he has a nice set of hair, and he looks younger.
Thank you for mentioning my second future second ex-husband.
Your second ex-husband. God.
Future second. No, because I have 4 ex-husbands in the future.
You're a terrible wife.
I'm Asian.
In the future, you're a terrible wife.
First is Joe Rogan, if and only if by natural causes he's somehow single. But I hope the best for his family. I love him and his family, and that's amazing. But in a parallel reality where he's single, he's my future ex-husband.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're really rooting for a nice trip and fall.
No, that is not. Stop. Second is Elon Musk. Same situation. Same disclaimer.
Well, he's a lizard person, so that's I don't see it.
First of all, okay, okay. Third is Ronnie Magro.
Who?
Ronnie Magro.
The hell is Ronnie Magro? Are you talking about? First of all, his last name is Ortiz. He's actually not. That's just his mother's maiden name. Magro.
Magro Ortiz or Ortiz Magro?
Ortiz Magro.
Yeah. Oh. So who's right?
Because this is mother's maiden name.
I know my future last name, Thomas.
All right. Okay. That's a weird one.
Done. Don't you care about my fourth one?
So you basically want to go back to your old ways of being like.
Don't you care about my fourth one, Tommy?
Oh, what is your fourth one? I did not ask.
Oh, you haven't heard about my new fourth one?
New fourth one. Please enlighten me.
I haven't had a fourth one till recently, but I noticed he covers the same topics as me, and as soon as I think of a topic, he does the topic. And yes, we record on it, but we don't actually post it. So he's.
Oh my God. Are you talking about Russell Brand?
I am talking about Russell Brand.
The guy is so disgusting. He looks like he has a head like Rocky Dennis.
First of all, he looks like Jesus. And second of all, what if he listens to this? Shushers.
Well, hey, all right. If you listen to this, sorry about the Rocky Dennis thing. You know you look like him. Secondly,
who is Rocky Dennis? Is that the Elephant Man?
Thank you. No, Rocky Dennis was in a movie called Mask. Not The Mask with Jim Carrey, but Mask.
Yeah, that's called the Elephant Man.
Nope.
Oh.
If he is listening to us, thank you for those 2 movies that you made that were good. Arthur was garbage.
I haven't seen any of the movies. That's just...
Okay. But
I like his topics and how he's. I'm like, I kind of want to do a response video. We'll see.
But that's a strange one. That's a very strange one. Thought you would have gone with Kesha or something.
Kesha is my future ex-husband.
It's ex-wife.
You think I go that way?
I don't know, but you could always live happily with someone. Doesn't matter what you are.
Oh, so this goes for you too, Thomas. Who would you like to be? Yes, let's talk about if we were
my future exes. I won't have a future ex because I'll be a good husband.
That's amazing. That's amazing. But if you had to pick a same-sex person.
Same-sex person? I gotta find somebody rich. Because I'm a gold digger.
You're so
No.
shallow.
Completely shallow. Yeah. No, 100%.
Soul spa.
Honest to God, my future same-sex ex would be what's his name? I just had it. We were talking about it earlier. The billionaire that went into space, not Bezos, Benzos, or whatever how you want to say his name. Richard Branson. Richard Branson.
Warning.
Richard Branson would be my future ex-husband.
There is a soul shallower, a shallow soul in the soul spa right now.
The hell was that? I'm not being shallow. Richard Branson's actually cool as hell. The guy is so like he wants to do everything before he dies. Not just let me do this
and things, and you don't like me, coworker.
Okay, well, I'm talking about this man went into space. Well, space-ish. He's skydived. He bought a private island that he could do anything he wants. He does everything that
So what
you
you're
bring.
telling me is he wastes money on going to space for 1 second. Wow, what'd you see? Nothing. He
It
sky.
wasn't-
Oh wow, he fell out of a plane. Takes a lot of talent. And I'm sorry, third. I'm sorry. What
The
was
man
that?
owns Virgin Airlines. He's a billionaire.
An island, you said. So he's a pedophile.
The woman that you love so much, Mariah Carey, vacations at his island every single summer.
Then that means she's a victim, and we need to fight for her. Free Mariah.